So now we're going to turn on, we've got a newer version of the test control box here. So this would be, again, from version F to current. You can see we'll turn this unit on here. So you can hear the fan came on. So we've got the red light, flashed one time, and then we've got a solid green light. So that means, again, now this ignition module is going to run through its sequence to try and light. So here in just a few seconds, we'll hear it spark, and then provided it senses flame, the unit would go ahead and run. So there you could hear it spark, and those are going to be some things that we ask you is, okay, do you hear it spark? And we understand sometimes in a noisy kitchen with, 2 or 3 ovens running there, it's not very easy to hear that. But those are some of the things, that again, without tools, we're just going to ask you, hey, can you visually see something? Can you hear something to help us narrow down, where the issue is going to be? All right, so over there at the other table, I had mentioned that if you have a newer version oven, that it may be using a centrifugal switch or it may be using current sense. And so I'm going to show you guys, I guess, a couple things you would look for depending on what you have. So we're going to turn this unit on here. And so you can see here how this light here was off and then it came on. So what it did was it turned the fan on first, and then once it sensed current and it realizes everything's good, then it turns the call for heat on. So that's going to be the 2 lights you see on the ignition module. One of them is 24 volt power in, and then one of them is, okay, we have a call for heat now. So, and if you do have a setup that is current sense, I'd mentioned that the controller, there's a current sensor built into it, and the controller is actually monitoring that current. So we'll go in and I'll show you guys how you can see what the controller is seeing for the current. So we're going to get into factory tech mode here. So then we're going to scroll down. So you're going to get to a setting that says main fan amps. Press enter to see the isolated ampere. So you can see 4.56. So that's what the controller is measuring right now for the current. So this would be a good, easy indicator. Like if your call for heat goes away, then you would go in there and look and see, okay, why did the call for heat go away? Is it sensing current or is it not sensing current?